And traders, good morning. This is a special stock alert on Gilead Sciences for December 23rd. It's December 23rd at 9:21 a.m. Prior to the market open. And I want to talk about Gilead. Gilead makes that hepatitis C drug, and it's I think 84,000 for a 12-week treatment, course of treatment they call it. And Express Scripts, who carries the Gilead product, has decided that it's a little too expensive. And I think you could probably agree why. $84,000 to treat your hepatitis C. It's very effective, but it's also very expensive. And now there's a lot of pressure with the Obamacare putting pressure on drug companies to start cutting their margins, cutting their costs, and an $84,000 drug certainly is not going to be spared from that. So Express Scripts has been working with Gilead for quite some time to try to lower their costs, and Gilead has not budged. So they just entered into that Express Scripts, that is ESRX, if you want to look at that stock, just entered into an agreement with AbbVie, another provider of a Hep C drug, and they're going to be doing it for about on average $11,000 cheaper, and they're going to be doing it exclusively. So this big drug company that is a distributor like Express Scripts, who is in Walgreens and some of the larger distribution centers, is not going to be carrying Gilead's Hep C drug anymore. They're now going to be carrying AbbVie's drug, and that's the fundamental problem with Gilead. This stock's in trouble, folks. Here's what's going on. You could take a look at the weekly yesterday, and you could see all kinds of breakdowns happening. This is Christmas week, and the volume should be pretty light. But look at the volume. It's already at its average weekly volume, and it's just one trading day. It gapped down. I'll show you the daily in a moment. We've got a parabolic support and resistance, or stop and reverse, depending on how you look at it. That is now on the resistance side, so there's going to be downward pressure. Genius indicator is diving. You're seeing volume go up. It's going to be a huge volume day today, I think, again, on Gilead. Even though the stock is up a bit, I have a feeling the up volume is not going to be able to dwarf the down volume. Let's take a look at the daily. Okay, so you see a big gap down yesterday. The stock's been trying to recover. It had a gap up, but of course we know that most gaps get filled. So you're seeing a big drop, and it's coming down here, and it's testing the 200-day moving average. And on the weekly, let's go back to the weekly, you can see it hit that 40-week moving average. It's slightly different because of holidays and how they compute that, but you're seeing very close to bouncing off that. Look at that huge skyscraper in volume. That means there's a lot of people running for the exits. And today, with the stock up by 1%, I think that's going to be an excuse for more people to run for the exits. Now, these 50-day moving average, 200-day moving averages are inflection points. So they go and test these areas, and sometimes the tests fail and sometimes they don't. So we're running back here and we're going to test this area, looking back at the weekly. Let's look at what's happened since this has been tested. You can see it's tested this 10-week moving average many times, and then it breached it, and it came down and tested the 40-week moving average and recovered. You see that? Then back at testing that 10-week, 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 boom. So the question is now, is it going to recover or is it not? But with a big fundamental change in the drug company's future, with that big drug, either they're going to have to lower their price, but they've lost the opportunity for ESRX to be distributing it. That's going to impact their numbers. Now, maybe that's already priced into the stocks, maybe it isn't, but I think we're going to see a dead cat bounce today, possibly Friday, the half day that we're trading on Friday, maybe the full day tomorrow, even though it's going to be really light volume. And you'll see some recovery, but I think the mutual funds, when they come back on Monday, are going to use this as an opportunity to just hammer this stock. And I think you're going to see this stock come down and test the $60 level, this swing point area. That's a high volume swing on this chart. All right, just wanted to give you an awareness of Gilead. If we were going to do anything on it, we would try to see the action around the 10-week moving average. I'm sorry, the 40-week moving average, and then on the daily, the 200-day moving average. See what it does around that area. My suspicion, if I had to put a probability on it, is the probability is going to be more toward the downside than to the upside, because so many things have changed in this bar right now.